All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Tuesday, November 5th. Guy Fawkes Day in the UK, of course. Remember the 5th of November. And Election Day in the US. I'm not going to draw any parallels, but anyway, may God have mercy on us all. All right, our crossword today is set by Jack. Let's see what Jack has. Soldier letting go of prisoner's hand. I don't know what to make of that one. Is it going to be a soldier? But soldier is usually part of a charade. There are so many abbreviations, GI. But the letting go, then I would think would be wordplay or a synonym for letting go. No, I don't see that at all. Position that offers opportunities for training. It's a cryptic definition, I think, so not a lot to sink our teeth into. How about bottled beer and lager to begin with are revolting? Well, I'm thinking lager to begin with is the first letter of lager, L. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, let me pause. Oh dear. I know if you bottle it in British slang, you mess it up or you fail in some way. So I'm thinking we just anagram beer plus the L to give rebel or rebel or revolting. I'm not exactly sure what part of speech we're talking about for the definition, but that must be right. How about does Pablo dance this? Yeah, I do remember from the original Come Dancing many, many years ago, there was a dance called the Paso Doble. So let's see, we only have one A, so I think it must be Paso Doble. All right. Let's try this one. Eliminate small uncertainty for auditor. Well, an auditor can also mean a listener, so I think it's a homophone. I think maybe the straight definition is eliminate, but then it's going to, well, maybe S for small and then a homophone of uncertainty. No, I don't see that. Make stronger guarantee to eliminate source of stress. All right, I think we have to break it after make stronger. That's the definition. And then we have a word for guarantee, and we have to remove the source or first letter of stress, so take an S away. Guarantee, promise, ensure. I think there is this word enure. If you had asked me what the definition was, I wouldn't have been. Yeah, I think it does mean to harden. He's inured to criticism, so I think maybe make stronger. All right, former partner, and whenever we see that, we think X. Turned corruption. I'm thinking the word rot could be corruption and you turn it around. We now have EXTOR. Into crooked, all right, so we have to anagram into, and a money-making scheme might be extortion, all right. And one more down, delivery of first letter from postbag in school. Here we might have to get the first letter of postbag, the P, and put it in a word for school, and that would mean delivery. Is it a birth delivery or a cricket delivery? Yeah, I'm not sure about that. All right, back to the crosses. Oh, let's look at the soldier again. Stripe would fit. Yeah, I think it might be a soldier. But letting go of prisoner's hand, no. All right, they author legal documents framing employer's case. Well, something's case can be its outer part. So I think we're going to have an ER in the middle, the outer letters of employer. And then I think we need legal documents framing that going around it. So I'm thinking that's going to be deeds. Um, they author. I mean, could it be deeders? That seems like I don't know. That just seems too obvious. Yeah, what if the ER went in here? They author. No, I think it might be deeders. Are people who write deeds, are they? I'm going to pause and look that up. Well, I'm not actually. I see some references, like on Wiktionary, to a deeder, but more somebody who enacts a deed, maybe, than actually writes one. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that for now. Surprise attack, clipped trainee soldier on American vehicle. All right. There's some other form of ambush for a surprise attack. I'm sure I've seen it in history books or other old books. Something like an ambuscade or ambush. But I think the US is American. So surprise attack would be the definition. Clipped trainee. And then a soldier on American vehicle could be ambush car. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to pause and look that word up to refresh my memory. Yeah, it is ambuscade. The trainee soldier is a cadet, and that is clipped, and that goes on American. So no, actually, American is AM. That's unusual. We often see A or US, but I think it must be AM, and the vehicle is a bus. Yeah, that US confused me. Although, in a way, thinking that for American it might be US helped me get the answer. All right. I think I just will make a note to double check that at 15 squared. Free. All right, I'm thinking untie. To marry once it has been put back. Yeah, so marry is unite. But if you reverse the IT, you get untie. Vain, daughter, did very little. Wow. I think if you did very little, you idled. And so vain must be, yeah, so my effort was idle, it was in vain, and then D for daughter. All right. Life story in verse based on physical characteristics. A life story might be a bio, but I don't see how we would fit bio in there. But I'm thinking we put some word for that, memoir, inside a word for verse, And then it's going to mean based on physical characteristics. No, I need more for that. Remarkable decision not to approve board. So I think it is going to be a word for remarkable that's going to end in able. And I think, yes, I was thinking board will be table. That's an old term for the table where you eat, as in bed and board. And not to approve, I think, is just no and gives you notable. All right, so now our position that offers opportunities for training. What's that going to end in? ION, IAN, IGN? No, I don't. Oh, station? Your station would be your. Ah, yes, your position in life, your station, and opportunities for training means, I suppose, getting on a train at a station. All right. So now soldier letting go of prisoners. Hand. I wonder if hand is the definition. We have to think of a longer word for soldier and then let go of or remove a word for prisoner, which could be a con or a lag. Yeah, I don't see it. All right, how about this? 8 down. Ken's partner is rather spiky, we hear. I think that Ken is Barbie's partner. And so it sounds like BARBY, which might be a word to say having lots of barbs. All right, let's try another. Management team swimming in river. I'm thinking management might be the definition, and we anagram team, it's swimming or anagrammed inside a 5-letter river beginning with T. What's that? Not the Tay, Tyne, or Thames. No, and I can't think of another word for management. All right. Blurring of CGI and art could be disastrous. All right, I think we anagram CGI art and we get tragic. Resounding, or it could be resounding, effect of Britain always recalled. All right, Britain can be B or BR. Always, I'm thinking, is ever, and that's going to be recalled. I would give REVE. Oh, yes, so it is a resounding effect. I suppose like a guitar pedal, a reverb pedal, or reverb in your amp. All right. Not in favor of encore by soprano and tenor. Well, soprano and tenor can be abbreviated to S and T. So I'm thinking, yeah, encore would mean again, and then the S and the T gives us against, not in favor of. All right. Oh, well, let's try 16 down. Carved stone in style of Baroque breast. Um, yeah, I'm not sure what that is going to be. I think Baroque might indicate an anagram of breast, Ah, yes, and in the style of, I realize we need three more letters, would be Allah. So then that gives us alabaster. Let's try, oh yeah, the good old Spoonerism. Spooner's musical obsession is something quite breathtaking, question mark. All right, so I think it's going to not be literally or actually it might be literally breathtaking. Um, Musical obsession. Something love, something, no, don't see it. Call father informally after distant relative. Excuse me, I'm not sure where the definition is in that. Call and then father in. You say, oh yeah, but about. Did I say after about? So yeah, that A is confusing me because I would otherwise think it would be da or pa going around a word for distant, maybe, and then it is going to be a word for relative, but maybe not a blood relative. All right, how about what may help some people receiving criticism? Yeah, I think it might be what may help in a word for a treatment or a tonic or, and some people, could that be them or they receiving a word for criticism? No. Trucks used to be circling ground regularly. No. Unless it's a word for used to be, of course, could be was. And maybe that's circling either reversed or maybe, oh, I think it might go around. And then ground regularly is going to be GON or RUD. Ground regularly. Ah, yes. I think it's the GON. And that goes inside of was to give wagons. And so circling, I think, is very apropos, circling the wagons. Let's try another down. King is greeting wise man from the east. Ooh, if it was an across glue, I would think from the east means we reverse it, but yeah, I think we're going to put a K or an R for king, and then a wise man could be magi or a sage. Ah, no, it's the definition is wise man from the east. We've had this quite often, and I have to think that Rishi Sunak has a lot to do with it. But king is R for Rex, is, and greeting is hi. All right. May as well finish the downs. Live, group attacked from all directions. Ooh. So are we going to use all four of the letters of N, W, S, Northeast, West, and South? No, I think it actually means attacked from all directions. You would be beset. If you live, you be. And then a group is a set. All right. Every other, oh, well, I'm looking at the letters and I'm thinking it's going to be something about alternate. change, which could be alter, had to involve chairperson in the end. So change is alter. Chairperson in the end, I think might just be the letter N. Yes, so the word had is important here. If you had your dinner, you ate your dinner. So change had is alter ate, and then it has to involve that final N in chairperson. Stroll, well, I look at A and B and think amble, went all over the place except outside. Yes, so I think if you went all over the place, you rambled, and we take away the outside letters of that to get amble. Person wanting right to run sporting events. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's going to be. Maybe sporting events. Opens, maybe? Yeah, but I'm not sure. Um, I'm surprised. So I think it might be a two-word phrase for I'm surprised. About the Alps new resort, or it could be resort. Yeah, trying to get 9 letters. The Alps new is too many. That's 10 letters. It could be a resort. Maybe I'm surprised. There's going to be some phrase about the Alps new. No. Group of people eating in office. Right. Eating in office. I think that must be a charade, but don't see it. Fair game must accept empty threat. I wonder if it could be a fair game, as in a game you would play at a fair, like a coconut shy, or yeah. Can empty be an O, I wonder? I don't think I've seen that before, but I'm just wondering if maybe we have a 5-letter fair game and we put an O inside and get a threat. No, I don't see that. No. I just want to look at that. Could that be them? Some people, and then we put criticism stick, or a pan, I suppose it could be. No, I don't see it. Here's our call father. We just have an E now, as well as the A. Distant. Yes. So I think we had this word before, and I think it was clued as one of our relatives or a distant relative, ape man. And so to call father would be to name pa, and that is turned about and put backwards. All right, I don't think that really helps me with my I'm surprised. No. Let me pause and think about a musical obsession. No, I'm not thinking of it or what the breathtaking might be, but I did look over at 14 down, and just looking at the letters, I thought of treatment. And so your management of something might be treatment, and the river I should have thought of is the Trent. All right, is that T now? Oh, yeah, a group of people eating, some restaurants or events, they may have multiple sittings. And I think in office, if you are in office like an MP, you are sitting. Ooh, that does give a nice G. I'm going to pause and run through the vowels that might come before the G to try and think of the breathtaking, but then also a word for obsession. Well, I thought of a bug, when you get a bug about something, it's an obsession. And then musical, we sometimes see air as a musical air, melody. Um, and so an air bug, I don't think it really works as a spoonerism, but then that might be bear hug, which would take your breath away, I suppose. I'm sure there will be people complaining about that one at 15 squared. All right, so I'm surprised about the Alps new resort. If it is a resort, could it be something spa? Oh, health spa. Ah, let's see how. And I think we had health spa before. I, I dread finding out that we've had exactly this crossword before, and that's why I'm remembering some of the things. Um, so I do see. Oh, it is the Alps. Oh, I'm surprised. I think is ha, and I think we've had that before. Which is not what I would say when I'm surprised. Ha. But anyway, I think that goes around an anagram of the Alps. All right. So now what may help some people receiving criticism. Isn't there tree panning or something to do with drilling into the brain, into the skull? Um, is that it? Now, what would this be? Fair. Game must accept empty. Oh, empty threat, of course, I should have thought could be threat without the inner letters. Yeah, and I'm wondering if it's something like grotto. Game must accept empty. No, I was thinking game might be go or something, but what would we do with the extra R and O? Fair. Gratis? No, I think it must be double T. Oh, fair could be pretty. Ah, and I think, of course, your game might be your prey. Ah, all right. So therapy, of course, might help. Ah, so it is they, not them, and it's accepting receiving a rap criticism. All right, let's try and finish the lower half. Person. Ah, so the word person is wanting R for right. You remove the R to leave PESON, and that runs or is anagrammed to give our opens, I think. Probably 98% sure of that one. All right. Oh, here's our life story in verse. Oh, bio. Yeah, it must be bio physical characteristics, something to do with bio. I'm not quite sure, but that would put an O. Yeah, to eliminate could be something out, rub out. A small uncertainty, I realize could end in D here, so to give doubt. And of course, a weed out, weed out. I like that. Now, they author. All right, so the legal documents, excuse me, begin with a W. I think it's writers because I thought of writs. And so I had ensure, but it's from ensure, but it's insure giving inure. Oh my goodness. Very embarrassing. I'm sure you all noticed that. All right, delivery of first letter from post bag in school. Now, school could be a school of fish, shoal. It could also be the verb to school somebody. First letter. So yeah, I think we are going to put a P in there. Oh, I wonder if it could be a cricket delivery, uh, body line or spin or I don't know all the different cricket deliveries. All right, let me think about my soldier letting go of prisoner's hand and just try and think of what words might fit in there. All right, I'm very confused by this one. There are some good words, stripe, scrape, syrupy. But script, I'm thinking might be your writing hand. Stripe I liked because a soldier might get stripes, but yes, a script, how would that be? Letting go of prisoners. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and check it. It is right, but we're going to have to look at 15 squared to understand why. Letting go. Yeah, I do not see that at all. All right, just two left. First letter from postbag. Surely that means put a P inside a word for school. I would think the obvious place to put the P would be here. Oh, delivery might be speech. But then how is school seach? Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I am going to go ahead and check it. It is right. No idea why. Let's see. Other than P inside. We do have. Oh, I think the first letter from postbag is not just the P, but the double E, the spelling of the letter P, and that goes inside SCH. Yeah, I think that must be it. So I'm thinking this must be biometric. We've all had tests of our biometrics. And so your life story bio inverse might be in meter, therefore metric. All right, I'm going to go ahead and check all. It would not surprise me to see some empty squares, but I'm not seeing any. All right, let's head over and see what our friends at 15 Squared are saying. All right, the blog is by Andrew. He says, quite easy by this setter's standard, I thought. Usually include a Nina. The words in the outer edges give script writers speech therapy, sitting pretty, and station wagons. Oh, I didn't notice that. But that is clever. So let's see. Oh, a conscript is a soldier minus the con. I did think that, but I just did not think of a conscript. All right. AM is American plus the bus plus the cadet. All right. I think I understood the other acrosses. Yeah, and it's the Alps anagrammed in ha. And then on the downs, speech, yeah, it is spelling out the P of postbag in SCH. And 18, bear hug, spoonerism of hair. Oh, a musical hair. Oh, well, then it is a very valid spoonerism. I was thinking air on a G string, so that, yeah, that is clever. Oh, Ape Man was last one in. Guest ambuscade from the wordplay. Oh, I don't know if there's a name for this device. Yeah, it'd be good to have a name for that. Bottled as an now, do you say anagrind or anagrind? I suppose it is an anagram indicator, anagrind. Strikes me as a bit flaky, as does idle vein. I didn't mind those. Yeah, I think they're fine. Bottled in the sense of drunk. Oh, maybe. All right. Good old KVA coming to the rescue with the explanation. All right. Well, I did enjoy it and it wasn't too bad. So thank you as always for watching and have a great day.